Good day and welcome to another program, another episode of the program Hi Woman, coming to you from New Frontiers Television. And in case it's your first time of coming in, this is the program where we'll discuss women-related issues. We believe that importance of women in the family, in the society, and even the world at large cannot be underemphasized. As well, we bring up issues affecting women and also provide solutions to some of the problems or challenges that women face in this contemporary society. So in case it is your first time, I want to say you are welcome on board on the show today on I Woman. And of course, my name is Temitope Oladipo and I'm your host on the show today. And we'll be doing something quite different from the usual on this episode because for decades now, we've seen a lot of people coming out to talk about insurance and why is it important for us to insure some of our assets. Gone are the days where women's position are relegated to kitchens and the other room, as they will say. Now we have women who have companies, businesses, and even their life as well. So, and there is a need for us to have a cover-up in case of emergency, in case of unforeseen circumstances, as well insurance is important. And that is what exactly we'll be doing on the show today, as we'll be looking at how important insurance is for we women. Of course, men can also benefit from today's conversation. As well, the topic will be women and insurance, protecting what matters, what actually matters to us as women, and why we need to insure it. And joining me to have this conversation today is a friend and a sister, and of course, a wonderful woman and insurance expert. I have with me Mrs. Elizabeth Ige with me on the show today. It's good to have you on the program, ma.
Good afternoon, ma'am. And good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So I think let's start with the basic. What exactly is insurance for people who might not have a better understanding of what insurance is?
Well, insurance is what I would say. Insurance is the ability and the knowledge we apply to protect everything we follow. Insurance is a protection that we place on everything that we follow, be it life or in general aspects. Is a protection to protect everything we've labored for and everything we've worked for.
All right, now, so what type of insurance would you consider, or should every woman consider, regardless of whether they are married or not, age or ethnic? So what type of insurance are we considering as women?
All right. In as much everyone are living and on this earth, everybody need insurance, meaning women, men, children, adults, or whatsoever. So there is insurance are in two phases. We have one that we call life insurance, while we have another one that we call general insurance. This general insurance cover a lot of things: our businesses, our properties, our life, and everything, our loved ones. It covers everything. While the life insurance has to do with investments. Then we're talking of investments. Maybe we have some money that we think we needed to be working for us, to be bringing some incomes, another income for us. Yes, we can bring such money into insurance. In fact, after some certain period, this money will have yield more interest increase for us, at least for our own benefits. So that's it.
Okay. Now, before we even go further into this particular conversation, there are a lot of issues, or maybe reason why we have many people not going for insurance. In your line of experience, what would you consider as some of the reasons or obstacles why people have not shown interest in insurance?
Well, the first reason I will want us to consider is ignorance. Most of people does not have the knowledge of insurance. They don't have the understanding of the value insurance will bring to them. That is number one point. Number two is lack of trust. In most cases, we have a lot of insurance companies in Nigeria as of today. Likewise, we have what we call NICOM. That is a regulatory body for all insurance. When we are talking of banking industry, we believe that CBN is their regulatory body, while we also have NICOM that regulates insurance company. So therefore, there is no insurance company that must misbehave. But you know, sometimes in this country of today, everybody are just looking for what they want to hit.
Ways to survive.
Yes. So most of the time, some of the agents that meet people, that meet their clients, they are not trustworthy. It is not the company. It is not so insurance company. No. Every insurance company are reliable. But we are meeting our people to collect money or to do transaction with them. This is the reason why it is so important for every people involved in insurance to make sure that they pay their premium into the company's accounts.
Not personal
accounts, not an individual account, and they should ensure that they get their receipts. Each time, even if they share the EOP with their agents.
EOP means what?
That is evidence of payment.
Okay.
They share it with their salesperson. They should still request for their own receipt from that company. So this will be their own power in case of any unexpected circumstances. So it is most important. So there is no cause for alarm for anybody to run away from insurance. So it is either we are meeting them, or they are not doing the normal thing. Because some people, they will pay, they will not release their information, like ID card, their utility bills, every other necessities, they will not release it. So, and if they are not releasing all these necessary documents, there is no how this business will fly. So at the end of the day, they might have claim. Madam, I have claim, oh, my shop is burning. Thief came to rob my shop. The water comes into my shop and I've spoiled my goods. Okay, what is your policy number? Say policy number. What concerns me with policy number? I don't know anything about policy number. All I know is that I pay. I have paid. You have paid. To which company? So company. And the person should just walk in. And at the end of the day, we will now discover that these people, the business are not even processed at all. So this is where we have a lot of issue. And people say, insurance only
people are falling victim.
Insurance only insurance they are not. So insurance are thieves, insurance are this. No, not insurance. It is we, our people, our clients, and we that we are rendering the service. So that is that on that matter. Thank you.
Okay, so how would you say insurance can change women's life? And before you even answer that question, I think we also need to talk about the financial commitment, because sometimes people come up with this that insurance is expensive, is that. How expensive is insurance? Maybe we should just start from there.
Well, insurance is not expensive, and most of the time we are rendering this service of insurance, most of the time people doesn't understand how benefits we have to them. We are adding benefits to them. Insurance is very, very cheap, because for an instance now, for somebody that has a car worth 15 million naira, let's say 15 million naira, and we said come and have comprehensive car insurance on your car. Comprehensive means full cover on your car, whether they steal your car, maybe in the case of fire or anything happen to your car, insurance will be responsible for it. That is comprehensive. It is just 5%. Please, 5% of 15 million naira. Is it up to 1 million naira? It is not up to 1 million naira to protect a whole 15 million naira. So insurance is not expensive at all. Then in case of let me say fire and burglary. Fire and burglary it's not even up to 1%. If you have property, the goods in your house, in your shop, in your business, and you go for fire and burglary, it is not up to 1%. So let's now take that 1% out of the huge money that you keep in just your house or in your offices. Insurance, it is not expensive at all. In fact, we have some insurance that it is no more than 2,500 naira in a year.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 good months. It is just 2,500 naira. We call that one personal accident. That everybody needs that one. And on this 2,500 naira, our clients, if in case of claim or anything, that person will enjoy like between 30,000 and 50,000 naira with just 2,500 naira. We have 5,000 on, we have 10,000 on. It depends on your own capacity. So that is it. Insurance, it is not expensive at all.
So there are packages, insurance packages are also meant for maybe students?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so
we have that one. We call that one group personal accident. We understand in school our children can play as they want, even as the parents cannot even imagine at school. So sometimes we move to the schools to meet the school owners to get it for them as low as we have 1,000 naira, we have 1,500 naira home for the students. So it is what, and this one cover them the whole section. So it is just what they can just add to their schooling fee, or the parents can just give them on separate accounts. Okay. So that's just the thing.
All right, the reason why we are having this conversation, just like I mentioned earlier, is for us to have knowledge, to be knowledgeable about how insurance works, and to also have a better understanding of some of this insurance package that are available and how accessible are they. And thank God she has mentioned that they are accessible if you go through the right channel. So it will bring me to the question of, you know, like I said, we women have gone past that era where we just feel like, oh, I just want to be full housewife, I don't want to work. We have women who have shops. Off the hair, we talk about the Aleshinoye market that got burnt at a point, and looking at millions of properties that were wasted during the inferno, it actually calls for concern. And talking about insurance for women, so what are the other insurance packages for business, for career women, for every woman in different categories?
All right. The insurance package for every woman, be it in secular or on social sector. We have some for the market people, the business women. In most cases in Nigeria of today, even the how will I put it? Even some of us that are working in a corporate organization, we still have plan B. Every women are now involved in a business. Now we have what we call SME, that is small medium enterprise. For those that have their shop, maybe like supermarkets, we insure everything that is in that shop. Their sales people, when they are bringing their goods, we call it goods in transit. Then it covers personal accidents, it covers fire, it covers burglary and other expenses with just a token. Then there's another policy that we call fidelity. This fidelity has to do, I think everybody needs this fidelity insurance, because like you, ma, you are now in your office, maybe you have another business that you are engaging with. Definitely you cannot be in two places at the same time. There must be something watching that business for you, like somebody watching that business for you. So, and the person might decided to run away with your money. the person might decided to embezzle your money. We've heard a lot of things. Some people will say, go and deposit this amount in bank, like maybe 2 million, 5 million. They will just run away with the money. And the owner of the business will now be crying, I know. But if this kind of business has been insured under what we call fidelity insurance, it means that insurance company will have to restore that business even under the period of a short period. Do we understand? So it is very, very maybe people that runs a POS business. Restaurant, eatery, supermarkets, the market women, everybody need this. Once you know that, even if it is you that you are taking care of your own business, you still need this insurance, because sometimes we have had a lot of things that people will just be in their office, in their shop, and these big boys will just come. Let's power. How much is on ground?
And they take everything.
We, the owner of the land, we've come, and they will take everything. Nothing that person can do. But if this is on ground, there is something we say in Yoruba that Ile Oba Tojo, Ewa lo bukun. It is not Ewa to bukun, the Ewa that added to this palace that got bought. It is insurance, because you don't have to panic. You don't have to have stroke,
high blood pressure,
just because you lost your business. You just have to call. All you have to do is to call your representative, your agent, your salesperson. Hello, auntie, brother, this is what happened, and take the record of what just happened and everything, and then we will be there and process it within a very short period. You get restored. There is nothing you need to be bought or to be fearful in that cases. So we have fire and burglary too. We have goods in transit, and we have marine. For those people that are into importer and exporter, we have that. We have travel insurance for everybody that want to travel to anywhere they might choose to travel to. So we have a lot of juicy package for insurance for our women. So that's
all right. Thank you. So another thing I want us to talk about is we have some women with specific health issues, some with maternity, breast cancer, and other health-related issues. Do we have any or a better coverage that covers for these categories of women? Well, some might be, it might not be business, but they need it for health insurance, maybe some kind of health insurance.
Yes, we are talking about life. That means we have to digress to life insurance. It depends. At the case of processing that policy, if the person make us to understand, some people will lie that they are not just, they are not this. That is why in some cases we ask them to run some tests for us to be sure about what we are involving ourselves in. If they tell us there is a way we handle such case, but if peradventure they were not into this sickness at the beginning of this policy, so we can, there is a way we handle that too. There is a way we handle that. That has to do with life insurance, which we call HMO.
Oh, okay.
Yes, which we call HMO. It depends. We know about them, their history, what has happened. That is why insurance does not believe in natural death. Because anybody can just wake up any day and take poison because they want to collect money from insurance. Say, Grandpa, I want to cool, can you to cool? Because they know they have a lot of money to get from insurance. So insurance does not believe in natural death.
There must be a cause for the death.
Yes, there must be a cause for it, because we know ourselves now. Anybody can just close their eyes and say,
so there is an insurance that covers for health.
Yes, there's an insurance that covers for health. So the one I mentioned the other time that I call personal injury or personal accident insurance, that one we call it mini insurance, because in some cases in some organizations, they get HMO for their staff, but it has limits. It has limits. Some people say, for high, maybe it's just 10,000 naira on that dashboard. And for any other thing, maybe for malaria, for 10,000 naira for a year. Not even talk about accidents, unexpected accidents that just happen. And they said 10,000 naira. What will 10,000 naira cover? But if everybody gets what we call personal accident insurance for 1 year, if somebody with personal insurance accidents could get that policy at 10,000 naira, in case of eventualities, the person will have access to 100,000 naira for medical expenses. That is a minor accident, whether sometimes Okada or in the kitchen. We women, we like to cut things. It is not only onions that we cut. We cut different things in our kitchens. So at that cost, if there is any accident, yes, the person is covered under this policy. Sometimes might be coming from their bedroom, and they just, and anything can just happen. It is covered. Some people might just want to go from this place to that place and fell down. It is well covered too. So anything, any unforeseen, unexpected circumstances, that policy will cover it, and with just a token. So everybody need that. Whether you are under HMO, we went to one company recently and they said, they have HMO already. But when we tell them about this personal accident insurance, they said they needed to get it for them because the HMO have limits.
Yeah, it does. Because
if you don't get this for your staff, for yourself, for your loved ones, people will begin to run into scatter. If somebody should just, if your loved ones should just connect, there is an bike accident now. Maybe the person hand has broken or the leg. We know how much. It is not the matter of 50,000 naira. It is not the matter of 100,000 naira. And on this, we call something permanent or temporary disabilities caused by accidents. Anyone that broke leg or hand through accidents cannot work in the next 1 month or 2 months. Their own package is different. On this 10,000 naira policy, the person has access of 1 million naira at least to take care of him or herself, because there is nobody that will bring money, and in the hospital they will not listen to any story. So we have it like that. Instead of people to be running around, please, I need money, so you just have this. The only thing there is that the first money you needed to spend before you reach out to us, and everything under 24 hours, your claim will be paid and clear. So that's
okay. You've mentioned a lot of packages and a lot of insurance policies out there for women, but in just maybe perhaps I don't want any of these packages. I just want to be putting my money, like a financial commitment for insurance. That, okay, in case of any emergency, whether health, whether car, whether fire, is it that you can still go back to my savings with that insurance company and bring out something for me?
Yes. There is policy we call anticipated endowment. So this policy is a 5 years policy, 8 years, 9 years, 15 years. 15 years is the max for that policy to be in that policy. So because you might decide in the next 5 years, I don't want to touch this money. So you get something in return, just put money there. That is why we call it anticipated endowment. Let's just my money be there.
Exactly.
I don't want to spend lavishly. I don't want to spend unnecessarily, because sometimes when we have money in our accounts, people will come. Even your cousin will come. The fourth generation will call you. Hey, please, all those touching stories, they will bring it to you, and you will have no option than to give them this money. Fine, it is good to be good though, but this money is not adding any value to you. But you keeping your money with insurance, with this particular policy, savings with interest, it is so wise for we women. In fact, it is not until you drive a luxury car, it is not until you put gold jewelry on yourself before people will know that this is a woman, this is a woman, this is so and so. There is a lot of things, investments you can do. Some people will buy land. They say, I want money. Let's do the land grabbers. In the land grabber, they have come. They will be demanding. They will be disturbing people on it. But this is what you could just have on the side, that nobody will trouble you, and your money is safe. Anything you do with insurance company is 100% safe.
Thank God you mentioned jewelry, because I wanted to ask that. You know, women love to put on gold and all of that. So is there an insurance that covers for that in case of theft?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, we have insurance that covers that. That will come with target protections in our house. We know if we are talking of fire and burglary for our house now, you know, nobody can steal the building. It is the asset that we have inside this house. So that is why it is important for our clients to open up to us, for our clients to let us know what they have at the beginning of this policy. I have this gold, it's what this so. I have this television, this is the what. I have this AC, this is the what, and other things. Then we now place percentage on it. If everything is like 100 million, then we now say, you are giving us 1%, you are giving us 2% to protect it. So in case of anything you are not expecting, you still have your valuable things back. You have them. Insurance will recover it for you. No how, we will recover it without wasting your time if everything has been done normally.
Wow, that's very good to know that we have like insurance for almost everything. Almost everything.
Yes.
And that's actually amazing that you don't have anything to worry about, even when in case of theft or burglary, and even in your health, you got everything covered by insurance. And before I let you go, Mrs. Elizabeth, again, the final word for women watching us and why they need to get insurance.
Well, to all the women that are watching us, I want you to see insurance as something that is very, very necessary. I want us to see it as necessity. It is very, very important for everybody, especially all the women. We know that people call us the salt of life. Without we women, there's no life. So likewise, insurance is the wisdom that we apply to protect every of our valuable things. Some people say, my car, it has been insured. We've seen a lot of cases that people will park their car. Maybe they want to get something from the mall or across, and they will be hit by another car. And insurance will not even cater for it because you are not in that car when the thing happens. So we have a lot of juicy policy that is not even cost at all. So I am appealing to all the women now that we should go and get to
and men too. and men too. And there are some men that they cannot even play with insurance. So they will have it. Insurance is what you have, and you will sleep with your two eyes closed. Even if you park your car in your compound, things might even happen to it. So please let us make sure that we get it as we recharge our phone. So the insurance is so important to us. Thank you so much, ma'am, Mrs. Elizabeth, again, for this wonderful time on the program as we look at women and insurance, protecting what matters. So it's important for us as women to get insurance. Insurance is very, very important. Now we can see a lot of packages that is available for us. There is one for health, one for our properties, our business. Everything seems to be covered through insurance. So it's not a luxury, it's a necessity, and you need to get it for our future, for our lives, for the children, even for the family at large.
Yes.
Once again, I want to say a big thank you to my guest on the show for today. Many thanks for coming. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, I want to say thank you for being there with us this week. We'll see you again next week by God's grace. Until then, get insurance. It's goodbye for now.
Necessary.